this is like one of my worst nightmares come true, and I don't wish this for nobody. And I just hope all y'all are able to tell y'all family and y'all mamas and y'all sisters how much y'all love them, because you never know when you'll be able to see them again. This shit, I don't wish this on nobody, but thank y'all. I can't respond to everybody because my nails are too long, but...
What a tragic story. 5 people dead, including 2 young children, after an apparent murder-suicide in Dekalb County. The shooting happened Saturday night at the Vineyards Flat Shoals apartment.
On December 7, 2024, in Dekalb County, Georgia, 5 individuals were found deceased in an apparent murder-suicide at 2100 block of Vineyard Walk. The victims included 43-year-old Malian Johnson, her 25-year-old daughter Kaylin Samuels, her grandchildren Jedora Powell, aged 5, and Jontavius Powell, aged 1, and Johnson's boyfriend, 32-year-old Jonathan Darden. According to reports, Darden fatally shot Johnson, her daughter, and her 2 grandchildren before taking his own life. Family members indicated that Johnson had been planning to leave Darden, which may have been a factor leading to this horrific event. The family had recently relocated from Milwaukee to the Atlanta area. In the aftermath, relatives have been working to transport the victims back to Milwaukee for funeral services and have initiated an online fundraiser to assist with expenses. This is the story of Malian Johnson, her grandchildren Jedora Powell and Jontavius Powell, and their mother, Kaylin Samuels. All were brutally murdered by Malian's boyfriend, Jonathan Darden, who could not handle the prospect of their relationship ending. When Malian threatened to break up with him, Darden made the horrifying decision to destroy her family, including her grandchildren.
Thanks. Right now at noon, a Dekalb County neighborhood is in shock after 5 people were found dead in what police believe was a murder-suicide over the weekend. 2 of those victims are small children. This is just an unthinkable incident here.
Darden carried out the heinous act by killing the children and their mother first, forcing Malian to watch as a cruel form of punishment. Afterward, he turned the gun on Malian, completing the massacre. The family's bodies remained undiscovered for at least 5 days following the shooting, leaving the community and authorities in shock over the horrific loss of innocent lives. Before we begin the story, we want to extend our deepest condolences to the friends and loved ones of Malian Johnson, her sister and grandkids. This unimaginable loss has left a void that can never be filled, and our thoughts are with all those who knew and cherished her during this difficult time. This story will take us to Atlanta, Georgia, a vibrant city often called the city in a forest due to its abundant greenery. Atlanta is home to iconic attractions like the Martin Luther King Jr. National Historic Site, the Georgia Aquarium, and a thriving arts and entertainment scene. However, Atlanta also faces challenges with its crime rate, which is higher than the other states. Violent crimes, including assaults and homicides, are significant concerns in certain areas of the city. Efforts to address these issues through community programs and law enforcement initiatives are ongoing, as Atlanta works to balance its growth and safety for residents and visitors.
Hey, Facebook, this your girl.
Malian Johnson, a 43-year-old woman from Atlanta, Georgia, was the heart and soul of her close-knit family. Despite facing her own life challenges, she possessed an extraordinary ability to lift the spirits of everyone around her with her warm smile and genuine kindness. As a devoted mother to both a son and daughter, Malian's love for her children knew no bounds. Her family extended beyond her immediate household, creating a strong support system that remained unshakable through life's ups and downs. The bonds they shared were truly special, and nothing could come between the deep connections they had forged over the years. Malian found her greatest joy in spending time with her loved ones, whether at family gatherings or casual get-togethers with friends. Her role as a grandmother brought her particular delight, especially through her son's relationship with 26-year-old Kaylin Samuels. Kaylin had blessed Malian with 2 beautiful grandchildren, 5-year-old Jedora Powell and 1-year-old Jontavius Powell. The relationship between Malian and Kaylin was particularly special, as she embraced her not just as her son's partner, but as another daughter. Malian showered her grandchildren and Kaylin with the same unconditional love she gave to her own children, making them all feel like integral parts of her ever-growing family. By the way, we post true crime stories and strange cases. If this interests you, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support means a lot and helps us continue sharing this content. Malian's life took an unexpected turn when she began dating 32-year-old Jonathan Darden. What started as a seemingly loving relationship, with Jonathan professing his undying devotion through intense declarations of loving her until death and beyond, gradually revealed more complex undertones. While these statements might have seemed romantic at first, they carried an unsettling weight that few recognized at the time. Jonathan frequently documented their relationship through photographs and appeared deeply attached to Malian, though his motivations were partially influenced by the financial support she provided. As time passed, Malian began to sense that something wasn't right and decided to end the relationship. However, Jonathan, who had become increasingly possessive, refused to accept her decision. The situation reached a devastating climax on December 7, 2024, during what should have been a joyful time as the holiday season approached. That day, Malian was at home with her beloved grandchildren, Jedora Powell and Jontavius Powell, along with their mother, Kaylin Samuels. When Malian asked Jonathan to leave her property, expressing her wish to end their relationship, he responded with unthinkable violence. In a horrific sequence of events, he trapped everyone inside the home. The tragedy that unfolded was devastating, as Jonathan committed acts of violence against Malian, Kaylin, and the children, before turning the weapon on himself. Jonathan Darden forced Malian to witness the unthinkable, a grandmother's worst nightmare unfolding before her eyes. This calculated act of violence was clearly intended to cause the deepest possible anguish before he ultimately turned the weapon on Malian herself. He killed all three in front of her, then she shot himself too. 5 days passed before Malian's daughter, growing increasingly worried after being unable to contact her mother, requested a police wellness check. Dekalb County police officers responded to an apartment complex on the 2100 block of Vineyard Walk around 7:30 p.m. after receiving a call about a welfare check. Law enforcement officers made the heartbreaking discovery of Malian Johnson, Kaylin Samuels, and the two young children Jedora and Jontavius Powell. The investigation identified Jonathan Darden as the perpetrator of this tragic event. This devastating loss sent shockwaves through the community and left a family forever changed, serving as a sobering reminder of the importance of recognizing warning signs in relationships and the need for support systems for those seeking to leave difficult situations. Her son, who was dating Crystal, the mother of the two children, shared a heartfelt post on social media expressing his overwhelming grief. He wrote, "Y'all just don't know. If I wasn't the oldest on both sides, I wouldn't be here, bro. Everything's gone. My son just started saying dada. We were just planning on me being there for Christmas. I was going to see John Tyrone Jr. stand and say dada. I was going to see my baby girl again and give her forehead kisses because she loved them. I was going to see my mama again, who I loved and missed so dearly. I was going to tease my baby mama because both our kids said dad. The ones who I wanted to do it for the most are gone. They're not coming back, all because a guy decided to play God. Dog, I'm forever fucked up, bro. I don't know what to do." In this emotional social media post, Malian Johnson's son pours out his pain and devastation over the loss of his family. He was dating Crystal, the mother of his two children, and had been looking forward to spending precious moments with his loved ones during the holidays. His young son had just started saying dada, and he was excited to hear it again, watch his little boy grow, and share special moments like giving his daughter forehead kisses, something she adored. He also longed to reconnect with his mother, Malian, who he deeply loved and missed. The tragedy took away not only his children but also his dreams of creating memories with his family. Overwhelmed with grief, he struggles to comprehend how someone could make the cruel decision to take the lives of the people he loved most. The post reflects his raw emotions, heartbreak, and the profound impact of this unimaginable loss on his life. Her daughter also shared a post online writing, "My mom's boyfriend shot everybody, including himself, because she wanted to leave him. Don't call or ask me what happened." She followed this with another post that read, "Permanently, 43, 25, 5 and 1, accompanied by heartbreak emojis." She also expressed her gratitude and grief in another message.
I wanted to come over here and say thank y'all for all the well wishes and stuff. And thank y'all for, saying that y'all love me and praying for me and stuff like that. This is like one of my worst nightmares come true. And I don't wish this for nobody. And I just hope all y'all are able to tell y'all family and y'all mamas and y'all sisters how much y'all love them, because you never know when you'll be able to see them again. This shit, I don't wish this on nobody, but thank y'all. I can't respond to everybody because my nails are too long, but thank y'all so much for everything. I really appreciate it. I keep posting a lot because I just don't know what I would do if I don't have something to do, and I just don't want to cause my family any more pain. But I just want to say thank y'all. I really appreciate it.
In this heartfelt video, Malian Johnson's daughter shares her immense gratitude for the outpouring of love and support she has received during such a devastating time. She acknowledges the prayers, kind words, and encouragement from others, which provide some comfort as she faces what she describes as her worst nightmare. The pain of losing her loved ones is overwhelming, and she emphasizes that she would never wish such a tragedy on anyone. She urges others to cherish their families, reminding them to express love to their mothers, sisters, and relatives because life is unpredictable, and moments with loved ones can be fleeting. Despite her grief, she tries to maintain gratitude and humor, joking about her nails being too long to respond to everyone individually. Posting frequently on social media becomes a coping mechanism for her, a way to keep herself occupied and avoid adding more sorrow to her family. Her words reflect a mix of heartbreak, resilience, and appreciation for those who have stood by her in this unimaginable time. The senseless tragedy that happened in Atlanta has left an entire community reeling in disbelief and profound sorrow. What started as a domestic dispute escalated into an unthinkable act of violence that claimed 4 innocent lives, including 2 precious children who had barely begun their journey in life. The magnitude of this horror, taking the lives of young children and their mothers simply because of relationship difficulties, has shaken residents to their core and left many struggling to comprehend how someone could commit such a devastating act. Monique Davis, Johnson's cousin, shared her sorrow and disbelief. "I just wish this never would have happened," she said. "Domestic violence is real. I watch this stuff all the time. I watch all kinds of crime shows, but I never thought it would come this close." The ripple effects of this tragedy continue to spread throughout the neighborhood, where families are holding their children closer and communities are coming together to support the bereaved family. Local organizations and community leaders have begun discussions about increasing awareness of domestic violence resources and the importance of recognizing early warning signs in potentially dangerous relationships. Tina Marie, a resident of the apartment complex, expressed her devastation over the tragedy. "For something like that to happen is really shocking," she said. "Especially to children, it hurts. You never think somebody would snap. You just don't see it coming. It's sad and it hurts. This still makes me want to cry." Another neighbor, Pauline, who lived near where the incident occurred, spoke about Johnson's kind nature and her role in the community. "She was the candy lady. She gave the kids candy. I have small kids and they would go get their snacks from her after school," Pauline said. "She was a really sweet lady. She used to cook on her back porch like barbecue and stuff like that." Pauline described the shock of seeing the scene on Saturday, reflecting on her own experiences with domestic violence. "I was just in shock because I'm a victim of domestic violence. I've been attacked here and here by exes, but I survived with my life," Pauline said. "To know that someone was so selfish that he allegedly took her life and then the children's lives, they were so innocent. It's just ridiculous." Pauline shared that her children have been deeply traumatized by the tragic events. "If you are in a domestic violence situation, I hope you seek help and get out with your life," she urged. "I just hope everybody takes heed of this situation. Love shouldn't have to end tragically." As law enforcement continues their thorough investigation into this heartbreaking case, they're working diligently to piece together all the details surrounding these senseless killings. Detectives have issued an appeal to the public, urging anyone with additional information about the relationship between Malian and Jonathan, or any events leading up to this tragedy, to come forward and assist with their investigation. In response to the tragedy, Johnson's family launched a GoFundMe campaign to raise funds to bring all 4 victims back to Milwaukee for a proper funeral and burial. The fundraiser was created by Malian's mother, Linda, who expressed her heartbreak and need for support. "On December 7, 2024, I received a call that no mother wants to receive," Linda wrote. "I received a phone call from the Dekalb County Police Department stating my daughter, granddaughter, and great-grandchildren had been murdered. The family is in need of support. Our goal is to raise enough donations to ship 4 bodies from Atlanta back to Milwaukee, so we can give our loved ones the proper funeral and burial they deserve." The family continues to grieve and hopes for assistance in honoring their lost loved ones. The loss of Malian Johnson, Kaylin Samuels, and the 2 innocent children, Jedora and Jontavius Powell, has created a void that can never be filled. Their deaths serve as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of domestic violence and the importance of supporting those who may be in similar situations. To the grieving family members, friends, and all those whose lives were touched by Malian, Kaylin, Jedora, and Jontavius, we extend our deepest condolences. May they find the strength to navigate through this unimaginable loss, and may the souls of these precious lives rest in eternal peace. Their memory will live on in the hearts of all who knew them, and their tragic story will hopefully serve as a catalyst for change in preventing similar tragedies in the future. Thank you for watching another video of Truth and Crimes. Share your thoughts about this heartbreaking case in the comments below. We value your input. We dedicate ourselves to delivering accurate and compelling true crime stories using information from reliable sources. If you appreciated this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated on future uploads. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon with another captivating story.